Hello and welcome to Leeroy Gaming, where today we continue our coverage of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. And as we enter beta phase 2, we're going to be looking at some brand new archetypes that have been added to the game. Today we are going to be focusing on a brand new Slayer archetype. It is exclusive to the human race, and it's called the Imitator. Now, within this video, we're going to be looking over the new UI changes, new feature changes for this class. If you are, however, interested in the Slayer class as a whole, or any of the other archetypes, do check out my linked video that goes in depth on the base class as well as all the archetypes. You're going to, again, see that link below for your convenience next to the other timestamps. Now, again, if you end up liking this content, keep it simple, slam a like, greatly appreciate it. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Well, we're going to get started by looking over the description of the Slayer Imitator archetype. So, the human race is renowned for its quick learning curve and love of taking the best from others. Imitators are geniuses with the ability to memorize and copy fighting styles, while others spend their lives perfecting one technique. Imitators are already using a few successfully. In combat, they instantly adapt to the flow of battle, choosing the most appropriate martial style, and often improvise, confusing their enemies. Now, I want to point out the UI updates as well of this beta phase 2. So they're adding kind of a nice user-friendly kind of information here. You're going to get your hit points per level set up. And the bottom right-hand side, you're going to notice your class skills are now noted here. So mobility, perception, athletics, persuasion, knowledge world, stealth, and lore nature. These are all your baseline class skills that you're going to have that extra advantage with the extra points put in there, the proficiencies. Now, an additional element here is the new look of how the feats are laid out, and very importantly, they now show you the progression of the BAB system. So basic attack bonuses. Now, interestingly enough, we're not 100% sure if this is either bugged or if they're changing it, because normally at level 1, you would have like a BAB of +1 for a martial style, but they seem to have changed it here. So, for example, you'll notice at level 2, you have a +1 to your attack, and then it's also going to show your saving throws. So, at level 2, you get +2 to fortitude, 0 to will, +2 to reflexes. Now, I am going to go ahead and kind of mouse over each one of these from level 1 to 20. So, if you want to take a look at the bonuses on any given level, please feel free to go ahead and pause. What we're going to notice here, as you hit certain milestones, you're going to unlock extra attacks. So here, notice your first attack is got a +6 bonus, but now your second attack is going to have +1 bonus. And this is going to continue. So for example, here now you have your third attack +1, while the other ones keep growing. And you basically have for each additional attack, it's a -5 to hit. So when you do a multi-attack, a full round action, uh, full attack, you're going to get to do all these attacks. So for example, level 20, the Imitator's got +19 on your first attack, +14 on his second, +9 on his third, and +4 on his fourth attack. Also, Fortitude save of +11, saving throw modifier +6 to will, and +11 to reflex. Now let's take a look at the actual features of the class. Again, notice there's from beta phase 1 to 2, they've also added a new way how they show how you add or lose features. So if everything is the same, it's going to basically look the same. It's going to have a little question mark that just notates that there's options, and they're going to have the descriptors. Now, if you're curious about these basic features, again, do check out my video about the base Slayer class. Going to be linked below because I go over the base elements as well as the other archetypes. But here we're going to be looking at the differences of the Imitator. So we're looking for any areas where there's going to be these little red X's and also the little green pluses, because that's what you gain and lose. So in this case, you're going to notice with the Imitator, you're going to lose some Slayer talents. So you're going to lose your Slayer talent that you would get normally at. Oh, interesting. So a little bit of a bug. You'll notice here this says 11111. Again, the work in progress, but I'm assuming that'd be 1, 2, 3. This would be level 4. You're going to lose another feat here, and another one, a Slayer talent rather here. You also appear to lose all of your studied target feature. And you're also going to lose your Swift study target. Yep. In addition, you're going to only get, it looks like, 1d6 of your sneak attack. at level looks like 3, and then you're basically going to lose half of them overall. So you notice the one that you normally your second one, your second d6 you would lose. Instead you get it here, you lose another one, gain one, lose one. So instead of a 6d6 of sneak damage, you're only getting 3. You're getting 3d6. So hopefully you get some really nice stuff because you lose all that, and you also lose Slayer's Advance. Uh, both versions of it. Ooh, that's gnarly. So as far as what you gain, you get imitation. So an imitator can imitate the martial class style, which allowed him to take a fighter, barbarian, rogue, or monk stance for 1 minute, a number of times per day equal to int modifier plus half the slayer level. So, and that is literally all you're gaining. Now, this says allows you to take swap that stance. So, for example, monks will have the dragon stance. Barbarians have the different stances, critical stance, like normally during rages, etc. The real question will be, do you get any other benefits from them? Because a lot of them will have modifications, additions, etc. If this is just a baseline stance and nothing else, this is probably not worth it. In fact, I'm sure it's not worth it. But I think it'll take some testing. Maybe either some of the elements aren't noted here, or you're going to get to potentially pick some of those any relative talents related to it. But anyways, so that's something that's going to have to be tested out. For the meantime, just know that you are giving up a lot for this. But if you want that flavor and style of the imitator, there you go. It gives you some flexibility. You can be a wannabe monk, a wannabe barbarian, or a wannabe fighter, or a wannabe rogue. Or you could just be one of those classes and forget about this archetype. All right, guys. So that's everything about the Slayer Imitator for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And I will see you guys in the next video.